beading friends, I'm Teddy. In today's step-by-step easy tutorial, I will show you how to create these hoop fringe earrings. Consider checking my membership to get exclusive videos and patterns for the price of a latte. What I use here are 5 colors of 1108 beads: white, silver, purple, pink and blue. I'm using these metal hoops, earring findings, Nymo nylon thread 0.3 millimeters, which is size D, size 11 or similar needle, scissors and flat nose pliers. Okay friends, and in my first step I take 2.7 meters of thread on my needle, which is 9 feet, and I also take here my hoop that is 2.5 centimeters, which is around 1 inch. Okay, now what I want to do is to go like this. I will stick my needle in my mat. Here I'm going to leave around 10-15 centimeters of thread, which is around 4-6 inches. And what I want to do here in the beginning to start off with my work is to make here a knot. Okay, let me do one more knot. Okay, I have this now, guys. My thread is attached here and I'm going to start taking white beads. Okay, I take a white bead here. I want to slide it down next to my work. Okay, like this. Then I will go with my thread like that, and I want to go through this white bead. This is similar to how we do brick stitch, but in this case we have a hoop here in the center. I'm taking another white bead. Again, I want to slide it down, go through this ring, and go back through it. By the way, you will work much easier if you pre-stretch your thread. I forgot to mention, but it's not late at this stage to pre-stretch it. Okay, I'm taking another one. Another thing that is important, guys, is to use nylon thread for this work because the fringes dangle and they look much better with nylon thread. Again, I do absolutely the same thing and I go back through this bead here. Okay, it's very important to keep nice tension here. Then I take another one. I'm holding like this because I want it to be close to my hoop and the thread to be from the other side. And then like this, go through it. You see, it looks like brick stitch. If you haven't done it, don't worry. And by the way, this is the most difficult part of my work. The other is super pleasant and super easy. Okay. Now, my friends, you see I have 5 white beads here arranged in a row and I want to have 13. So I will add 8 more to have 13 in total, and when I'm done I'll be back to show you what's coming up next. Okay, my friends, and here I am where I'm adding my last 13th bead. Okay, I have 13 here. And now, my friends, what I'm going to do is to start adding a long sequence of beads. 1 white, 1 silver, 1 white, 1 silver, here a purple, then again a silver, and I will continue this, my friends, until I have my desired length. And when I'm ready, I'll be back to tell you what's coming up next. So what I'm adding here is one white plus this sequence that I'm gonna be adding all the time in all of the fringes. So only the number of white beads will be different. In the next steps, this will be the same. So it is one white plus silver white, silver, purple, silver, 9 purple, silver, pink, silver, pink, silver, 7 pink, silver, blue, silver, blue, silver, 5 blue, white, blue, white, 3 blue, white, silver, and white. Now, my friends, I have the first sequence here, and what am I going to do is to go after I will skip these 3 at the end, white, silver, white, and I'll go back through all of those beads in this direction. Okay, go through as many beads as you can, but try not to skip any beads in the process. Okay. Now I'm going here through all of those beads. And like this until the end. And I go back here through this first white bead. You see? And I pull. Okay, keep even tension here. When your thread is pre-stretched, you don't need to worry that it will loosen up and there will be a gap here between this part and the fringes. Okay, then I go into the neighbor one. I will pick up another sequence and I'll be back. Okay guys, and now I have the second sequence here, which consists of 4 white beads and the same sequence from here on. So only this number here is different. It is 4 white beads plus silver white, silver purple, silver, 9 purples, silver pink, silver pink, silver, 7 pink, silver blue, silver blue, silver, 5 blue, white blue, white, 3 blue, and white, silver, and white. So here I have with 3 more whites in the beginning, and other than that it's all the same. And now I'm going to show you how to go in this direction. I have everything written here on your screen, so you can pause and pick it up. If I'm saying it too fast, you can pause, pick it up, or just watch from the screen and what is already added on the fringes. And it is absolutely the same thing. I'm going through all of those beads. I'm going here through this white. If I need, I will just pull it a little bit because I don't want to have any gaps with thread showing. And then I will go into the neighbor one. And that's it, guys. You see how easy it is. Let me show you the next fringe. Okay, friends, and this is the third fringe. And it consists of 7 white beads and the familiar sequence, which is this one. And as you may see, the white beads grow with 3 on each row. So I have here 1, 4 and 7, and then the familiar sequence. And you will see this written here on your screen. Now, my friends, because I think you know what I'm doing, I'm just skipping those beads in this direction, going like this as I've shown you before. I won't make you watch me all the time of going through all of those beads and exiting here. I'll do this off camera and I'll be back for the next fringe. Okay guys, and I have my 4th fringe, which consists of 10 white beads and the familiar sequence that you see written here. So it's with 3 white more than the previous fringe. Pause, pick it up, go back and reposition. And I have 13 white beads plus the familiar sequence with 3 more whites than before. You see it all written here. Pause, pick it up, go back and meet me. And this is my next fringe, guys. I'm adding 16 white beads plus the familiar sequence. Pause, pick it up, go back and meet me for the next one. And now guys, this is my longest central fringe, which starts with 19 white beads plus this familiar sequence. You see it all here written on top. Pause, pick it up, go back and come for the next one. Okay friends, and this fringe is the same as this one. From now on I start decreasing and mirroring these fringes because I have the longest one already done. So since the longest one was 19 white beads, this one is with 16, like this one. So it is 16 white beads plus the familiar sequence. I will go back, reposition and come for the next. Now guys, I have 13 white beads plus the familiar sequence, and this fringe is the same as this one. I'll go back, reposition and meet you. So guys, this fringe is the same as this one. It consists of 10 white beads plus the familiar sequence. You see it written here. Pause, pick it up and meet me for the next one. Here I have 7 white beads plus the familiar sequence. You see it written here. Go back and reposition and meet me. Now I have 4 white beads plus the familiar sequence. I'll go back, reposition and meet you. Okay guys, and here is my last fringe, and it is the same as the first one. It starts with 1 white bead plus the familiar sequence. I will go back through it and I'll be back to tell you how to finish your earring. Okay guys, and here I am. I'm exiting out of this last fringe with my main thread, and now what I want to do is to just zigzag through my beads. You can just zigzag and cut your thread, or just to be on the safe side, you might decide to make a small knot here by making a loop and going through this loop and pulling, and then continue zigzagging once or twice, and then cut this thread. Now friends, I will move my needle here on this end. I will zigzag through some beads, make a knot as well and cut it. Okay, and I cut this tail thread as well. If you're unable to zigzag through those beads, you can go along the fringe, make a knot here, then go through some beads and cut it. This is another way to do it. Okay, and now it's time to attach my earring finding. This is the last detail. How am I going to do this? I open this one up like this. You see? I put it here. And I want to close it back, guys, in the same direction as I opened it. I attach it here. And it's done. Okay guys, and now my beaded hoop fringe earrings are ready. So if you enjoyed this tutorial as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, consider liking, sharing, and leave me a comment. In this way we can connect. You can tell me if it was an easy tutorial for you, if it was shown in a beginner's friendly manner. Also, you can subscribe with the black bell if you still haven't. Even if you are subscribed but not with the black bell, you won't receive all the notifications because YouTube promotes funny content and shorts over long form tutorials like this one. So it's a great idea to subscribe with the black bell to receive all the notifications. Consider also checking my membership because you get exclusive value, video courses, 12 now and growing, and 40 PDF beading patterns that are my newest and freshest uploads and rotate all the time, and also early access to my new videos. All of this is for the price of a latte. You also support my dream and my mission to become a full-time content creator and to make more and more videos for you. Thank you for staying here with me until the end. Now see you in the next video.